It's starting to pick it up. We haven't really had too much snow days, or we've been blessed so far with not too many cold days as well. But I think that's starting to change.
It's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Not Thanksgiving yet, but here it comes. You knew it was going to come. It's been too good. The weather's been too good to us so far, so we're about to get what we deserve.
Every game's big, but obviously this one means just a little bit more to you guys. What does this rivalry mean to you and to this program?
I mean, this rivalry, MSU versus U of M, it's historic. Been a lot of very good, very talented, good players that have played in this game on both sides of the ball. And it's a huge honor, not just to me, but to a bunch of my teammates to get to be able to play in this game and go out there and represent Michigan on this side of the rivalry.
They haven't won since September. They're missing some key players. This is their Super Bowl. How do you keep your guard up for this?
Well, we keep our guard up every week, knowing that every game is very important to us, just like it's very important to the other team that we're playing. We've been taking it a one game, one down, one snap approach this entire season, and that's how we're going to continue to go. This game is very important to us because it's our next game. It's Michigan State, it's at home, and I'm sure that's their same mentality. This game is very important to them because it's the next game. I don't think, them not winning a game since September, really does anything except it's their next game. It's coming Saturday, and both teams are going to be very excited to play in it.
As somebody from outside this state, was there a moment when this rivalry became very personal to you?
Being outside the state, not really. Never really, followed this rivalry game as much as the other one. But it just becomes personal, and you really pick up that feeling and how historic and what this game means to the program. When you step foot here as a freshman, and you got your older guys and you got your group of seniors that have played in this game. They've been in this game for 4 years, and you got a bunch of guys from Michigan who know that rivalry, know the tradition, and you're here, you pick that up, and that starts to become their rivalry, it's our rivalry, and you start to go out there and you feel that, and that's how you try to honor every guy that's ever played here.
Is that the reason why you decided to come here? One of the reasons why you decided to come here was to play in games like this?
Of course. Coming to Michigan, they got so much tradition, and it's such a historic program, and I just wanted to be a part of that. And being able to come here, play top-notch football, and get a top-notch education was ultimately kind of that deciding factor for me 4 years ago. And being able to play in games like this consistently, year after year, knowing that you got them on the schedule every single year, they're not going away, and every year you got one chance at them.
As a defensive captain, what do you tell your side of the ball about this game?
Just how important it is. It's a rivalry game, and you got to know that in rivalry games, you got to play your best because the other team will play their best. And, in rivalry games, nothing really else matters. Records, how good you've been in the past, how good you are today, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good I am today and I go out there and I have the best practice of my life, because if I don't do that on Saturday, it doesn't really matter.
For how long it's been since you guys have won back-to-back, one on this home field, what would it mean to do that and, buck that trend a little bit?
Just very important, just because, Michigan State, no matter who it is, it's our next game and it's Saturday. We got to enjoy, this bye week and be able to rest and watch, watch football and be able to watch them play a game and rest our bodies up. And now it's time to get back to that and being able to go out there on Saturday and just perform at our highest level.
How much film have you gotten to watch on them yet?
With the bye week, you're able to obviously gain a lot more. So, anytime you have a bye week, it's a tremendous opportunity where you get to not only, gain on your film study, but we were fortunate enough that they played a game last week, so you got to watch, a full game, just sitting at home and getting to watch that.
What do you see from their offense and their offensive line at the moment?
They're a very good Michigan State team, and it's going to be it'll be a very fun, and they present a huge challenge for us coming in here, and we're going to get their best shot. Everything's going to be heightened, especially because of what this game means to not just us but both sides. And this game goes down in history. They talk about this game, and all these scores, anything that happens in this game gets written down. Nothing gets forgotten, and you'll remember how you performed, how well you didn't perform in these type of games.
In your experience, does it seem like Michigan State tries to pull off more trick plays against you guys than maybe other opponents you guys have faced?
I don't I can't say for certain, but that's just kind of what happens. Not just in this rivalry, but you look at any time a team plays a rivalry game, you got to do something out of the ordinary, out of your comfort zone to get momentum or to get a spark. And that happens in all sorts of rivalry games, just because you know each other so well. You play each other every year, you study each other the entire year, and you got to do something from either side to kind of switch it up, get something in there, throw something in there that somebody hasn't seen before on film.
Do you still get fired up thinking about last year's back and forth in the pregame?
You're just fired up just because it's here. You think about this game all year, and being able to come back and have another shot to get a chance to represent Michigan in this game is a huge honor. You don't really think about anything that's kind of happened in the past, because it's not going to help you win this game today. And our game isn't even today anyway, it's on Saturday, so you got to try to hold your emotion and kind of time it up right to build it up for when it's time to play and you're ready for kickoff.
How hard is it to hold that emotion over 2 weeks since you had the bye week before?
Bye weeks are tough just because you get into that schedule and you get to a routine of, okay, practice, let's go play, it's time to play, let's go, let's beat up on somebody else. And now it's like, okay, we practice, now we're resting, and now we got to do it again. And it's just, how do you hold that in, how do you hold that momentum and try to control your energy and time it up right for the game, because you don't want to be so fired up to play the game on Wednesday that you don't have nothing left in the tank on Saturday.
Carlo, what was your schedule last week in the bye week? Did you guys practice a couple times? Or what?
Oh yeah, we always, bye weeks for us are always opportunity weeks, so we have a huge chance just to get better. And we believe in you get better by playing football, and that's what we do. We go out there, we practice hard, and this week we did have the opportunity to rest our bodies, which was really nice.
What was Coach Harbaugh's message this week, and was it any different than any previous message that you've heard before one of these kind of games?
We haven't had that team meeting. We'll have that today, but last week was more focused on, okay, let's grow as a team, let's keep improving, and let's hone in on some of those things that we can fix and get those fixed in those bye week. But the main thing was, let's just get better this week. And we had the opportunity last week to practice a couple of times and stay fresh, as well as battle with each other. Iron sharpens iron, and that was kind of the goal of last week, is use these practices to get just 1% better and carry that on to this week, because now it's game week.
Do you sense there's a respect level between him and Coach D'Antonio and Coach Harbaugh having respect for the Michigan State program?
I'm sure they both have mutual respect for each other. They're both very respected coaches, and Coach Harbaugh, I have the most respect for him as a coach, and what he's done for me at this program and what he continues to do, not just for me and all my teammates. So I have the utmost respect for Coach Harbaugh, and I'm sure that respect is shared mutually across all coaches.
Last year's pregame doesn't affect you this year, but what did it do for your team last year going into that game?
Well, to be honest, we didn't really, even know what kind of happened until after the game, just because I'm sure it was a rain delay or something like that, and they have a grass field, so we weren't even really outside. So a majority of our team was really inside the locker room, and we didn't even really know what had happened until we all got on our phones after the game, and we were looking at Bush like, when did you do this? Like, when did you have time to do this? So we didn't really know what happened until after the game, to be honest with you.
Chris Evans has been reinstated. What is your reaction to that, the work he's done to get back?
Chris is one of the hardest workers I know, and it's just a testament to his character of how he's had to work even harder now, especially because he had to, I don't even know what he's had to do, but he had to work at such a hard level to get himself back to this position. And you can only just be happy and proud of him, just because of all the trials and the tribulations he's had to go through to get back to this point. And he's a running back from the 2016 class, and it's one of my guys. It's one of my brothers, and I'm just super excited. And I'm so happy that he has the opportunity to come back and do what he loves to do.